All right, welcome back everybody. It is December 21st, run streak day 79, and it is indeed the first day of winter. Now there's a blizzard rolling into town, but it's not supposed to hit until a little bit after noon. So I'm out here in the morning trying to get my run in. It's very cold though, I will say. It's with the wind chill, it's about -9 right now. So I'm pretty layered up. I got 2 layers on, 2 thick layers on underneath this, 2 layers, thick layers on my legs, nice warm socks. Got this glove, but I also got a spare pair of even thicker gloves in my pocket here. And I got my thicker mask on, and then a good old thick cap on as well. So far I'm feeling pretty good. The cold isn't affecting me that much. My eyes are a little cold, but I'm about half mile into the run now, so I'm starting to get warmed up. So the goal today is to do at least a 5K, of course. I do want to keep that streak going while I still can before the weather gets too terrible. So I'm gonna do that at least. If I'm feeling good and feeling warm, I may stretch it out to 4 or 5 miles, but I kind of doubt it. I don't think today's a day to be greedy. I think I take my 5K and go home and then wait out the blizzard. Not sure how the GoPro is gonna do on this run in this cold weather. So far it's doing fine. My mask is already frozen on the outside. Good times indeed. Now in truth, it's actually not that bad out here. It's not icy, so I can go fast enough to stay warm, which is nice. We're in the spot where we saw that coyote not too long ago. Saw 2 bald eagles flying around. Usually I see 1 flying around the river, but not 2. I don't know where their nest is. I think it's on that side of the river somewhere, but they hang out here a lot. I have an army of geese up ahead of me on the path. They're not gonna be happy with me cutting through. I was expecting the GoPro to give me some problems this morning just because it's, you know, below 0. So far it's been okay. But like I mentioned a few videos back, ever since I've switched batteries from the official GoPro battery over to the aftermarket battery that has more juice and more milliamps and stuff like that, that battery doesn't seem to shut down in the cold like the official GoPro battery does. The official GoPro battery shuts off at about 48% life, so you only get to use half your battery. This one, I think I can get down to either 20 or 15% before it starts to wig out a little bit. Much better. Having to take this mask off occasionally and breathe a little bit. Number one, it makes my nose run really bad, but also it's so thick that you don't get as much oxygen, obviously, when you're running and trying to breathe. So it's nice to take a break for a few minutes, and then when I get too cold, put it back on. I'm having to run in the road right now because the sidewalks are pretty icy in this neighborhood. The roads are a little bit better. So last night's Christmas movie was Die Hard. Of course, one of my favorites. and it lived up to the hype. It was a great movie. Haven't seen it in quite a while, but we both enjoyed it quite a bit. There's some very satisfying scenes in that movie, like the end where, well, spoiler alert here, where Hans falls off the roof, or out of the building. I guess it's not the roof, but out of the window. Great scene. We'll see what we end up with tonight. So I want to capture some footage of the blizzard, but not real sure how I want to do that. Might just end up being a time lapse out my window, to be honest. Might be the safest way to do it anyway. Don't know that I want to be out in it filming, that's for sure. All right, well, we just passed 3.2 miles, so we're over our 5K mark for the 76th day in a row. Good job by us there. And we're not that far from home, less than a mile, so it probably will end up being 4 miles, kind of unintentionally, but that's okay. We're feeling pretty good. We're not cold at all. I never even had to use the other pair of gloves. These cheap Costco gloves have really impressed me so far. They're better than my $65 Pearl Izumi gloves that are supposed to be really good in cold weather, and they're not really. Had to stop at Fedex. Had something that needed printing today so I can ship out an item. Usually when I ship items, I can do it without a printer because there's a little code that the post office scans and then they print it out for me. For some reason on this order, it didn't give me that option. So I had to actually pay to print my shipping label, which is annoying, but it happens. Okay, made it back to the apartment, done with the run. Ended up being 4.51 miles. Pace was 9 minutes, 6 seconds, so nice and easy. Pretty good run overall. I was expecting it to be a lot more miserable than it was. It was really only cold for that first, like, maybe half a mile to 3/4 of a mile. Then it wasn't so bad after that. But yeah, I'll have the Strava information up and all that stuff. Lens is just fogging up the minute I got in the house. I actually wasn't paying much attention to the lens while I was out there, so hopefully it wasn't foggy while I was recording out there. I guess we'll find out. So this is what we had for lunch. It was a little bit of an experiment. It's a soup I made in the Instant Pot. Has some white beans, some potatoes, corn, kale, some other vegetables. Actually came out really good, but I didn't record me making it. But it's good enough that if I ever make it again, I will probably do a recipe video, because it came out really good. All right, we have made it to the movie drawing time here. What Christmas movie will we be watching tonight? Shake that up. Let's reach in here. Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That should be a good one.